Hey everybody, this is Jack with Iconic Adventures. Welcome to this tour of Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas. We're going to look at all the public spaces from top to bottom. So let's get going. Reserved for guests of grand suites and above, the Suite Lounge serves complimentary continental breakfast and evening drinks. It's a pleasant and peaceful place to relax with nice views from the top of the ship. On the other side of Deck 14, we'll find the Diamond Club. The Diamond Club is part of Royal Caribbean's loyalty program and is exclusive to Diamond, Diamond Plus, and Pinnacle Club members of Royal Caribbean's Crown and Anchor Society. It includes concierge access, complimentary continental breakfast, complimentary cocktails at happy hour, and again is located on Deck 14 with a great view at the top of the ship. In between the Suite Lounge and the Diamond Club, we have the Oliver Twist Bar, located inside the Viking Crown Lounge. Again, on Deck 14, it offers really spectacular views. At nighttime, this dance floor is used for dancing and is quite crowded. But during the day, as you can see, it's a very peaceful and relaxing place. On Deck 13, at the front of the ship, we have this large sun deck. There are a number of wind screens there to protect the wind that tends to be pretty high at the front of the ship. As you can see, lots of seating. Obviously not very crowded. There are a few of these larger comfy chairs with the screens behind them. Futuristic contraption is a shower in case you get a little hot and sweaty and need to cool off. The front of the ship has the Independence Dunes. That's the miniature golf course for the ship. That seating area is covered if you need to get out of the sun. Another shower on the other side of the ship. View of the track and other parts of the sun deck at the middle of the ship. Now we're still on Deck 13. Now we've jumped to the back of the ship and we've got the Flow Rider. Royal Caribbean is known for having the Flow Rider on its ships. This guy makes it look easy. This is open to everyone, just have to go one at a time. They do have sessions where you have a boogie board instead of a surfboard if you're just learning, and the employees there are really helpful to help you learn. It really isn't that hard to get on a boogie board. The surfing is another story though. But really beautiful views on the back of the ship here while you're enjoying the expert surfer. Here we've got the Perfect Storm water slides. Check-in desk, you do have to sign a waiver if you're going to do the Flow Rider. Again, another nice view of the Flow Rider and the view off the back of the ship. There we've got the Sky Climber for the little ones. We're headed back to the sports court and the climbing wall. Well, pickleball has made it to cruise ships now. But that sports court is used for a lot of different activities. A little cornhole there, another view of the Perfect Storm water slides. Back where we started on Deck 13 on this nice sun deck overlooking the pools. You can see you've got one large hot tub there in the front 2 pools, and then on the upper right you've got 2 more hot tubs. Quick view of the seating area up here at the sun deck on deck 13. Again, this area is very rarely busy. Okay, so we've stepped down now to deck 12. Here's a nice view of the solarium area. This is the 16 and older area. You've got a pool, there's a bar down here, some nice cushioned seating. And then in front of us we've got a hot tub that's cantilevered off the side of the ship. There's one on each side. Has that nice skylight on top. And so now heading around on deck 12, we're on the jogging path. The jogging path circles around the middle of the ship on deck 12. It's about 4 laps to 1 kilometer and 6 laps to 1 mile. You can see plenty of chairs up here. It's not busy at all. I would say if you like jogging, and we enjoy getting a good jog in the morning, you should go jogging in the morning. As it gets busier in the ship, the jogging path ends up being a walkway, as you can see. But early in the morning, no problem. A number of walkers and joggers out here, they all understand the protocol. It's a nice place to jog if the weather's nice. Okay, so there's our distances. Again, 4 laps to 1 kilometer and 6 laps to 1 mile. Good view looking down on Splashaway Bay. That's the kids' play area. Slides, water buckets, water spraying everywhere. Great place for kids, probably 10 and under and so. Leaving the sun deck and headed towards the back of the ship, we've got Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets is an extra cost, famous for its milkshakes. They've got seating here outside as well as inside. Burgers, fries, shakes is what they're best known for. Continuing to the back of the ship, we've got a little sun deck here, a seating area. And the rest of the rear of the ship on deck 12 is the kids area, the video arcade, and the teen hangout area. So we'll take a quick walk through the arcade. Again, this is an extra cost. Conveniently located next to all the kids' areas, so the kids are going to ask you to play. Here's the main door for the explorers, ages 6 to 8. Coming on back on the right, we've got the Voyagers, ages 9 to 11. And on the left, we've got the Fuel Teen Club. The teens have 2 spaces back here. The Fuel Teen Club is primarily the dance area. The other space is the living room, more of a hangout area. Royal Caribbean does have the flexibility to, since all of the kid spaces are adjacent to each other, to use different spaces for different ages as needed. Back up at the front of the ship, we've got the fitness center and spa. So the fitness center and spa spans deck 11 and 12. The fitness center is primarily on deck 11, and in a moment we'll take the stairs up to deck 12 and check it out. The fitness center on deck 11 is really, really big. Located right at the front of the ship, you've got all of these nice tall windows that you can look out. Lots and lots of equipment, bikes, free weights, machine weights, treadmills, stair climbers. Really, really nice fitness center. Interestingly, when the Freedom class ships were built, they all had a boxing ring. Alright, we'll take a quick walk up to deck 12 and take a look at the spa area. Get a quick view down to the promenade deck below. At the rear of the ship on deck 11, we've got the Windjammer Marketplace, Giovanni's Table, and Chops Grill. The Windjammer Marketplace is the buffet. Always remember to wash your hands before you go in. Chops Grill is the steakhouse. This is specialty dining, so it does come at an added cost. In between Chops Grill and Giovanni's Table, you've got the Plaza Bar. And then here we've got Giovanni's Table. This is Royal Caribbean specialty dining Italian restaurant. Again, an added cost. And now we're in the Windjammer Marketplace buffet. The Windjammer Marketplace buffet is on both sides of the ship and the rear of the ship on deck 11, so it's really, really big. There's the market carvery where we can get some fresh cut meat. I did go here at a busy time so you can see what it looks like at lunchtime. Pretty busy place. That was your salad bar. We always like to try to get a window seat. The views out the Deck 11 windows are really nice. Just outside the Windjammer Marketplace on Deck 11, we've got Fish and Chips. Please note that Fish and Chips is an added cost. It's located right next to Splashaway Bay, the kids' water play area. I would say this is good for about ages 10 and under. Nice view of the bucket splashing everybody and the big water slide for the kids. And so stepping through that little covered area, we get into the main pool deck. So we've got two hot tubs right there on the right. And there's one of the pools. The second pool is located on the other side of the ship. On a nice sunny day in the Caribbean, the pool deck is going to get really busy on a sea day in the afternoon. And that's what we're looking at right now. And then here at the other end of the pool deck, we've got the pool bar. And there's the third hot tub that's on the pool deck. And you can see the view of the two pools on each side. So we're headed down to the Royal Promenade deck on Deck 5, but first I wanted to give you a little bird's eye view from these lookout areas on Deck 7. Nice view of the glass elevators. And then these Freedom class ships all have this Royal Promenade that is carved out of the middle of the ship. So you can see there the Royal Promenade is on Deck 5, and then you've got rooms, you've got cabins on Deck 6, 7, and 8 that overlook the Royal Promenade. Zoom in to see Ben & Jerry's ice cream shop. So now we'll head down to Deck 5 and we'll walk from one end to the other end on the Royal Promenade. So at the rear of the ship on Deck 5, you've got the main dining room, and we'll go inside in just a minute. But first, we're going to walk down the Royal Promenade. So Royal Caribbean has these ships that help you find your way. They're located conveniently near all the elevator banks. So heading on to the Royal Promenade, we've got guest services there on the right. Then looking straight ahead, we can see the busy thoroughfare that is the Royal Promenade. And then over here on the left, we're going to head over to the champagne bar. Here's the champagne bar. Got more seating here over on the left. So as we walk further in, we've got the Next Cruise office there on the left, and then immediately on the other side we've got the Shore Excursions desk. And then we start getting into the shopping areas. This little hole in the deck shows us down to the Playmakers Sports Bar below. And there are some stairs from the promenade deck down to that level further on down the Royal Promenade. But here we've got a number of shops. So here's Sugar Beach for your sugar fix. Then across the way we've got the Cafe Promenade. So they do have complimentary snacks in there, and then they've got Starbucks coffee for an added price. Ben and Jerry's ice cream. We've got about 12 different flavors in there. As we keep walking, we've got some kiosks set up in the middle. And then more shopping areas. So here's a jewelry and watch retail outlet. Royal Caribbean is known for having their fancy cars on the Royal Promenade of each of their ships. Another ladies' shop with handbags. As we continue down, we get to Vintages. Vintages is a wine bar. Solera Beauty Shop across the way. And here are the stairs that would lead us down to deck 4 if we want to go there, but we'll go there in just a couple more minutes. So that'll take you down to the casino, and then next to the casino is the Playmakers Sports Bar. More shopping. The street signs are pretty cute. You know you're on a big ship if you got street signs on one of the decks. So here's the Ale and Anchor. This is the British pub. They have live music here every night. These Coke machines are self-serve. If you get one of the soda or drink packages, you'll get a refillable cup. And here is Sorrento's. Sorrento's is the late night, well, all day and late night pizza place. Always busy. So we're going to try to peek our nose in here and take a look at what they're serving up. Cheese, pepperoni, and a variety of other specialty pizzas, and they just keep coming and keep coming all day. The market, you can get some Royal Caribbean souvenirs. And we're just about at the end. At the very end of the Royal Promenade, we've got the Star Lounge. So this is probably the biggest nightclub on the ship. Right now it's set up for an auction, for the art auction. But in the evenings it's a nightclub, and then during the day it gets used for games and trivia contests and things like that. And located just outside the Star Lounge, we've got the library. So a couple of computer workstations, and then just a quiet place to sit and maybe play a game, maybe read a book, get away from the hustle and bustle. And then there's another nice look down the Royal Promenade. And so from deck 5, we can go up to the front of the ship. Not a lot of people know about this, and so it's usually not busy at all. And in fact, we're going to go out there, and I think we're going to see one other family. But as you're going to see, it's really worth it to come out here. The views are just really, really nice. That sky is amazing. This is a sea day, so we're out there moving. Now we're not moving fast, but we are out there moving in the water. Look how amazing that is. Nice view of the front of the ship. But it doesn't get much better than this. That's so cool. Walk right up there to the bow of the ship. So this viewing platform is great for sailaways, but as you can see, it's great on a sea day as well. So now is a good time for me to say that the Independence of the Seas is part of the Freedom class. The Freedom class is a group of 3 cruise ships for Royal Caribbean. The first of the class, Freedom of the Seas, was the largest passenger ship in the world and the largest ever built in terms of passenger capacity and gross tonnage when it was built in 2006. It was followed by the Liberty in 2007 and then this ship, the Independence, in 2008. So I think a lot of people forget that, since the Oasis of the Seas came around in 2009 and took over the title as the world's largest cruise ships. But this Freedom class, including the Independence of the Seas, was actually the world's largest cruise ship at the time that it was put into service in 2008. So this deck on deck 5 goes all the way around. You do have to take the stairs at the front that we saw if you want to do a full circuit, but it does go all the way around the ship. So we're headed now towards the rear of the ship on deck 5. We're going to bend around the curve here where the main dining room is, and so we're going to peek in the windows into the main dining room and go around the boardwalk here as we head to the rear of the ship. So there's shuffleboard available for people to play. We're going to see a couple here playing. But they were always empty slots for people that wanted to do this. And then we've got that nice view out the back of the ship. At the rear of the ship, spanning decks 3, 4, and 5, is the main dining room. Royal Caribbean is known for its extra-large dining rooms. Royal Caribbean offers anytime dining where you can come without a reservation, or you can have a set time each night. Headed out of the main dining room on deck 4, we've got Boleros. Boleros is the Latin-themed bar and music venue. Some comfortable seating there on the side of the bar. And we've got this nice bar area. There in the corner we've got the music stand all ready to go for the night, and then on the other side you've got some more seating. And now we're headed into Playmakers Sports Bar and Grill. And so Playmakers really feels like a real sports bar, not on a cruise ship. You've got tons of TV screens, you've got pool tables, other bar related games. Food is an extra cost to you in Playmakers. Got some skee ball there on the left, and then some basketball shooting games. And then that leads us into the casino. So it's a big casino. We don't actually go in and take pictures because the casino is open right now. So we're just going to peek in and then head on. On the other side of the casino, we've got Azumi. This is the hibachi restaurant where they'll cook the food in front of you. And then they also have tables set up for sushi. Again, this is specialty dining, so it does come at an extra cost. Very popular on Royal Caribbean ships is Azumi. And then on decks 3 and 4 at the very front of the ship, we have the main theater. They're getting ready for the play Grease. Theater's starting to fill up. Down on deck 3, we've got the photo gallery. This is where you can come and look at the photos on the computer screens that they've taken of you. You can buy individual photos or you can buy a package. They've also got some photo related accessories for sale, picture frames and other keepsakes. Just past the photo gallery, we've got Studio B. Studio B is an ice rink on a cruise ship. And so they do have public skating times, which is going on right now. And then they also have ice shows. So the ice skating is complimentary. It's first come, first serve. It's pretty popular, believe it or not. And then wrapping things up on deck 2, Royal Caribbean actually has a conference center on the Independence of the Seas. And they also have a traveling piano player. So this piano player that you can hear in the background has a piano on wheels, and he moves it around the ship all day and finds a little convenient place to stop, and then he just plays. And so I happened to catch up with him on deck 2, just outside the conference center. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel with the notification bell on to see more content like this. It really helps out the channel when you do that. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions about the Independence of the Seas, or if you just want to comment on the video. Thanks again, and I hope to see you on our next adventure.